everyone! In today's video, I'm going to be showing you these watermelon nails that are using the new Madam Glam colors from this month, plus one from a couple months ago because I needed a light purple to make my watermelons pop. Such a pretty combination. All of the colors are in the description box below. I love doing fruit nails in the summer. It is just one of those things that just makes me happy. So there are plenty of watermelon videos I've done in the past. Those links will also be down below. So if you are a fruity fan, check for those and I'll see you all next time. Bye!
I am going to start out with my thumbnail in the color Glorious, and this color really is glorious. It is so pretty and so smooth, and it is such a nice, not really purple, not really blue type of shade of color. So we're going to do 2 coats of that across. I did thumb and ring for that. I'm going to use my handy little silicone tool to scrape away a little bit of a spill that I had. And now using Pink Madness, I'm going to be filling in the watermelon slice. This is also ring and thumb, so I'm going to do the same pattern and the same kind of style on both of those fingers. And for that one, I'm going to then on my thumb just fill in the tip with the bottle brush. I feel like that just applies it a little smoother. Then with Live Colorfully, I'm going to add a little highlight towards the edge of the watermelon where it is bitten, and that is going to be kind of that oranger coral type of a color from this collection. These colors aren't quite as pigmented as some of them from Madam Glam, and they have a little bit more of a jelly hue, which actually plays really well into the watermelon look because it makes it look a little bit more blended once you do the different layering. So it actually kind of worked for this scenario, but I thought I would mention it just in case, depending on your style, that might be a bit of information that would make a difference one way or another. Okay, now we've got the color Your Sublime for our rind, and then Gemini's Heart, which is going to be the secondary color for the watermelon rind. I'm going to do some squiggly lines for the little stripage in the rind, and then going back to Pink Madness, I decided that this needed some juicy drips. And then I'm going to use the color The Star to add the little definition between the rind and the pink flesh. Normally with watermelon you would use white, and so I was trying to stick with the colors from this month's collection, and so I did use this yellow, which is a pale yellow, and it worked, and I actually loved the way that it turned out for the watermelon. I felt like the fact that it was that yellow made it even softer going from one to the other, and it made it more realistic, so I thought that was excellent. I highlighted the edge of my watermelon again with the Live Colorfully, and now using Angelic Sonata, which is the color that I mentioned that's my bonus color, I'm going to be highlighting the edge of my watermelon again. This is like my little outline. This is going to really make the watermelon look like it is backlit and show up from the background to the watermelon itself. It's going to give this wonderful effect, like it's glowing almost, like it's got this great little photography effect happening. Now I've got black gel paint. I'm going to add my seeds. On my index finger, I'm going to use the color XOXO, which is probably one of my favorite colors from Madam Glam that they have ever created. And it's so interesting because it's kind of a boring color, if you know what I mean. You know, it's just kind of a beigey color, but it is just the most simple, smooth background color for a background color. It's perfect for French tips. I've got some clients. I have one client who has told me that if she ever comes in a rush and she needs her nails just painted, that's the color she wants because she knows she likes it and it will go with anything, and it's just the perfect color. And I have a few clients that know it by name because it is just their favorite. So that's like the best color from Madam Glam that they have ever created. So there we go. There's my little piece on XOXO. Now we've got just the rest of this index finger. I have the pink and the orange, the Pink Madness and Live Colorfully as a watermelon, and then the Sublime for my rind, Gemini's Heart. I've got my purple color across the tip. That purple color is the one from this collection, and that one is called Eternal Bliss. And then I've got my little Angelic Sonata again for the outline, some seeds. And now on my middle finger, I'm going to be painting the whole nail with Angelic Sonata. That color is like the perfect complementary color to the rest of this collection. That light pinky purple shade just goes so well with all of the rest of the colors that were in this that it makes them look a little more intense. These are kind of, I would say they're dark brights as far as the collection from this month. They're not like that super duper neon, so this kind of pastel creamy color makes them look even more intense, and it just gives them a little bit of a boost. So it really shows them off nicely, especially on those watermelon slices where it's that little highlight color, that little highlight edge on them. It makes them just really snap and pop and come to life. So I think that is the perfect little pairing. On this one though, I'm going to take and make a little pattern of a collection of watermelon slices and halves and pieces going across the nail. Using my same color combination, I'm going to use all of my watermelon-y colors, which is almost every color that this collection has, and I'm going to be painting them in my little order. Some of them are going to be on their side, some of them are going to be upside down, some of them might be, like I said, a half of a watermelon or like just a little triangle slice. Some of them may have a bite taken out of them. I am just going to do a line of the Gemini's heart, like an outline, instead of doing the little squiggly lines on any of the spots where the watermelons are smaller. So that's going to be on the middle and the index nail. And then using Eternal Bliss, add some polka dots in between them, because who doesn't love polka dots? And then with some black gel paint, adding my teeny tiny little seeds. I recommend using Madam Glam's detail brush for that because it is the smallest gel brush I personally have ever used, and it is the best thing for this tiny little application. The last nail of uniqueness is going to be the pinky. I'm going to start by a French tip of Pink Madness. This nail does already have a coat of xoxo on it, and I'm going to fill in that tip. And then I'm going to use Live Colorfully. This is the same process. I'm sure you guys could write this story on your own. I'm going to be adding a little bit of a highlight near the smile line, doing a highlight with Angelic Sonata. See, look at how it just makes that color pop, and it makes those neons just look so much neoner. And then black gel paint for my little watermelon seeds. And then, just because this is one of my favorite combinations of things to do, I'm going to do a mix of matte and glossy top coat. I'm going to begin by applying some glossy top coat over my index and my pinky, and then I'm going to do matte top coat over the thumb, the middle, and the ring nail. After I have my matte top coat over all of those ones and the glossy top coat over the other ones, I'm going to cure them. And then over the matte nails, every place that has watermelon, I'm going to re-top coat with glossy top coat. So everything that's watermelon is glossy. At this point, that'll just make the watermelon stand out a little bit farther, and it will make all of the intensity I was mentioning that we are going for with these watermelon slices even more palpable. So well, a lot of times when I'm talking color theory, there's a lot of things that play into color theory, and I talk color theory a lot because it is something that I take very seriously and I'm very passionate about. I love color theory. And when you want something to stand out, making the colors either shinier or matte, depending on how you want it to play, is so important. And watermelon shiny is juicy. You want it to look lush. So by making those watermelons shiny, whereas the rest of those nails are matte, is going to make them look more lush. And that is such a cool effect, especially those ones that have the drips on them too. It is just so nice. I hope you guys love this as much as I do. All the color names I use will be in the description box below, so check for those. I will see you all next time, and have a great day. Bye.